Hi, this is Roman of CryptoLions. I am sitting here with my co-founder Bogdan.
Hello.
In the previous video, we made a detailed technical explanation of simple assets, and in this video, we will show them in action. So on the left side of your screen is a console where we will be running scripts that we prepared. And on the right side of the screen is a simple asset explorer that we have built as part of a demo marketplace. So before we create our first item, and tester test 22 is logged in over there. These are accounts on the Jungle testnet. All of this is happening on the Jungle testnet. So before we create our first asset, let's first show that tester test 22 has no assets. And there it is. There's the command and there's the results of the command. It's empty. All right, so let's show the command to create a sword. And there it is. You can get a detailed explanation of all of these fields in this data structure in the previous video. I will just call your attention to the image field, which specifies a URL. Now Bogdan executed the command. Let's go back to our Asset Explorer and refresh. And lo and behold, there is the sword that we created. Next, let's create another asset. Let's create a ball. There's the command for creating it, and let me call your attention to the require claim. It's set to 1, so this means that the asset isn't created and transferred, it is created and offered. What does offering do? Well, as explained in the last video, offering lets the intended recipient then execute an action to take this asset using the recipient's memory instead of the memory of the author or the present owner. So we have executed this command. Here is the authors table, and you can see that the newly created asset is represented by an offer from the author, tester, to the intended recipient, tester test 22. Now let's go to our Asset Explorer, and you can see that it is not yet listed in My Assets, but if you go over to Claims, there is the newly created asset waiting to be claimed. So it's sitting on the author's memory, but as soon as we execute the claim command using scatter, it shows up in My Assets, and now it's in the memory of tester test 22. Next, we will upgrade the asset. There's the command to upgrade it. We are changing the color field and we are giving a new image URL. We'll execute the upgrade command on the command line. You can imagine that this happens in some kind of game logic. And now if we refresh our Asset Explorer, there is the new baseball. Next, we will transfer the ball to the account tester test 44. There's the command for transfer. It is straightforward enough. Bogdan has executed the command. Now let's refresh. And it's the sword, right? Not the baseball. Yeah, we're transferring the sword. It's no longer in My Assets of tester test 22. Now we will log out, log in as tester test 44 and show that the sword has arrived. There's the sword. All right, lastly, we are going to demonstrate the lending and borrowing of assets. There's the command for tester test 22 to lend the baseball to tester test 44. Bogdan has executed the command. And now we'll show the table which records items that have been lent. So there it is. There's the baseball. It's been lent from 22 to 44. Let's see how it looks in our Asset Explorer. For the ball will automatically show up in My Assets. And as far as any game is concerned or Asset Explorer, it belongs to 44. I guess an Asset Explorer can make an additional query to this table that we're showing and display like the real owner and the person that has been lent to. That's easy to do. Now, lastly, let's undelegate. Tester test will now take back the baseball. Bogdan's executed that command, and it should disappear from My Assets, and it's gone. That is a demo of most of the functionality of simple assets. Stay tuned for more. We're going to give a quick tour of our simple market, prototype marketplace, and then we're going to show you a game, show you how developers can already write assets into their games and use them and access a marketplace and all that. So stay tuned.